Now we will begin the 2019 ASEAN ROK Commemorative Summit, the joint statement. First of all, we will invite President Moon Jae-in for his speech. And next, Prime Minister PRAYUT of Thailand will speak. The ASEAN-Korea Commemorative Summit has come to a successful end. I extend my deepest gratitude to all leaders of the ASEAN member states. The colder it is, the warmer can we feel the warmth of our friends. Thanks to Prime Minister PRAYUT of Thailand, I felt ever more reassured throughout the meetings. I would like to extend my special thanks to co-chair Prime Minister PRAYUT of Thailand. ASEAN's development is, in fact, the development of the Republic of Korea. We have collaborated based on friendship and trust during the past 30 years and have showcased to the world the potential of Asia by overcoming the global financial crisis and the East Asian financial crisis. Now we have the confidence that we can suggest new answers to the global future with our spirit of Asia valuing sharing and inclusiveness. During today's meeting, we, the heads of state and governments, agreed to usher in an era of peace and prosperity in East Asia through Asian cooperation and have affirmed on the following future blueprints. First of all, we agreed to materialize people-centered community by expanding people-to-people and cultural exchange between ASEAN and South Korea. People are the beginning of all relations. In order to further expand people-to-people exchanges between ASEAN and South Korea, which now amount to 11 million, we agreed to improve diverse mechanisms, including streamlining the visa scheme and freedom of navigation in and over flight. South Korea will also increase the scholarship to ASEAN students by over two-folds and contribute to nurturing the future talents of ASEAN member states. Active cultural exchange is also crucial for establishing ASEAN-South Korea friendship ties. The ASEAN Culture House, located here in Busan, will strengthen its cooperation with Thailand ASEAN Culture Center, and we expect to facilitate more active cultural exchange between ASEAN and South Korea. During the meeting, ASEAN has assessed the efforts put forth by South Korea to develop digital contents for ASEAN cultural heritage. And Korea agreed to intensify cooperation to enhance Korean language education in the ASEAN region. There are over 600,000 ASEAN citizens residing in South Korea. My administration will help enhance the convenience of them, and we will pay more attention and support them earnestly so that they can grow as a member of our community. In order to protect and support Korean citizens living in ASEAN, we will also cooperate closely with each member state to materialize the value of coexistence. Secondly, South Korea and ASEAN will move towards an innovative community of co-prosperity based on free trade. Against increasing concerns on global trade protectionism, we have reaffirmed that free trade is the path towards co-prosperity. We welcome the conclusion of the RCEP and agreed to protect the value of free trade based on the Korea-ASEAN FTA. We will jointly usher in the era of Fourth Industrial Revolution. We will establish in ASEAN a Science and Technology Cooperation Center, as well as other cooperation centers in the areas of standardization and industrial innovation, and strengthen our startup partnership. Increasing ASEAN connectivity is crucial for the sustainable prosperity for South Korea and ASEAN. To implement the Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity 2025, we agreed to intensify cooperation in areas of infrastructure, smart city, finance, and environment. South Korea will double Korea-ASEAN Cooperation Fund this year and expand our ODA towards new southern regions by over twofolds by 2022. We will intensify development cooperation in various areas, including higher education, rural development, transportation, public administration, utilizing Korea's outstanding digital technology. Thirdly, we agreed to cooperate even closer to materialize a peaceful East Asia community. We, the heads of state and government, share the same view that the peace and stability in Southeast Asia is linked with, amongst others, that the Northeast Asia, including the Korean Peninsula, and agree to intensify cooperation to establish regional peace. South Korea welcomes the ASEAN perspective for Indian and Pacific Oceans, announced by ASEAN member states in June, and we will continue with our regional cooperation based on ASEAN centrality. ASEAN also agreed to cooperate for peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula by utilizing ASEAN-led regional mechanisms, including ARF, in order to achieve complete denuclearization and eternal peace on the Korean Peninsula. In particular, ASEAN also expressed support for my administration's goal of establishing the DMZ into a global peace zone, and we discussed specific measures, including joint liaison offices. We also agreed to intensify cooperation to tackle increasing non-conventional security threats, including terrorism, transnational crimes, cybersecurity, natural disasters, and climate change and marine waste. We welcome the ASEAN-Korea Ministerial Meeting on Transnational Crime to be newly launched this year, and will continue to carry out cooperation to strengthen our capacity in non-conventional security. Just like the slogan of this year's meeting, Partnership for Peace, Prosperity for People, Korea and ASEAN will together make a more abundant and peaceful future. Today, ASEAN and South Korea adopts the ASEAN-ROK Joint Vision Statement for Peace, Prosperity, and Partnership, as well as the co-chairs' statement. I hope they will be wonderful mileposts for the future of people, co-prosperity, and peace for South Korea and ASEAN. Once again, I extend my deepest gratitude to the distinguished leaders of ASEAN for your participation in the ASEAN-Korea Commemorative Summit. The wisdom of Asia shared in the cold winter will bring a warmth to Asia as well as the entire humanity. Thank you very much.
Friends from the media, distinguished guests, 안녕하십니까. It is my honor to serve as co-chair with President Moon at the 3rd ASEAN-ROK Commemorative Summit here in Busan. I'd like to congratulate the President and the ROK for the excellent hosting of this summit, which has strengthened the ASEAN-ROK strategic partnership and promoted peace, stability, prosperity, and sustainability in our region. The 3rd ASEAN-ROK Commemorative Summit was a great success. We discussed ways to further strengthen our relations, as well as key regional issues. This included implementation of President Moon's New Southern Policy, which resonates with the ASEAN Community Vision 2025, and in particular, Thailand's ASEAN Chairmanship theme, Advancing Partnership for Sustainability, that is meant to help create an ASEAN community that is people-centered, leaves no one behind, looks to the future, and promotes sustainability in all dimensions. We jointly adopted the ASEAN-ROK Vision Statement for peace, prosperity, and partnership to craft a collective approach with regard to the future direction of our relations. And we appreciate the ROK's support for the ASEAN outlook on the Indo-Pacific, or the AOIP. Today, I wish to present to you 4 sets of words that I believe summarize the key outcomes of the summit. First, greater and closer ties. We have committed to deepening our strategic partnership on 3 key issues. The first being sustainable security and human security. Here, we seek to maintain and enhance peace and stability to enable our region to address challenges in an effective manner. The second key issue is economic sustainability. We strive to support cooperation in areas of strength for each side, such as green economic growth, human capital development, and the ASEAN Smart Cities Network. The third is socio-cultural sustainability. We welcome the signing of the Memorandum of Understanding between the ASEAN Cultural Center in Bangkok and the one in Busan. This should lead to increased cultural understanding amongst our peoples. It also coincides with ASEAN's Cultural Year 2019. In addition, we seek to promote sustainable development by supporting the ASEAN Center for Sustainable Development Studies and Dialogue in Thailand. The second set of words is greater connectivity and sustainability. We agreed to promote connectivity based on our close partnership, which will lead to prosperity and sustainability in all dimensions. We highlighted three key elements as follows: providing greater economic opportunities for an economic system that is resilient, innovative, and beneficial for all. We welcome the conclusion of text-based negotiations for all 20 chapters of RCEP by 15 RCEP members earlier this month in Thailand, with a view to signing the agreement in 2020. The second key element is enhancing connectivity based on partnership and synergies. Here, we strive to promote the connecting the connectivities approach at both the regional and sub-regional levels, such as through the ASEAN Master Plan on ASEAN Connectivity, 2025, the New Southern Policy of Korea, ACMEX, and the Mekong ROK cooperation. And third is minimizing the negative impacts of enhanced connectivity, whether they be transnational crime, illegal smuggling, or cyber threats. The third set of words is greater security. We agreed to address regional and global issues by making use of a resilient regional architecture based on ASEAN centrality. The common issue of priority for both sides is the situation in the Korean Peninsula. We support the important and constructive role of the ROK. ASEAN stressed the importance of dialogue among all concerned parties to realize lasting peace and stability in a denuclearized Korean Peninsula. And thus, we welcomed President Moon's commitment and vision with a view to establishing lasting peace and stability on a denuclearized Korean Peninsula. Thus, we hope that all concerned parties will fully implement all relevant UNSC resolutions, as well as other relevant agreements. ASEAN stands ready to provide ASEAN-led platforms, especially the ARF, to facilitate the peaceful efforts of relevant parties, to promote peace and stability on the Korean Peninsula, and promote stability in the Asia-Pacific sustainably. Fourth is greater inclusiveness through supporting increased and more wide-ranging cooperation. Regarding the bilateral relations between Thailand and the ROK, it was my great honor to welcome President Moon to Thailand twice, in September and November. On the 25th of November, we held a bilateral meeting here in Busan. We witnessed the signing of 3 memoranda of understanding on the Eastern Economic Corridor, or the EEC, cooperation in science, technology, and innovation, and on cooperation in the exchange of labor information. These MOUs will help contribute to closer and more comprehensive bilateral relations. The Korean proverb that there is nothing on this earth more to be prized than true friendship portrays fittingly the precious friendship between ASEAN and the ROK over the past 30 years. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the peoples of the ROK and ASEAN for jointly laying down a solid foundation for this friendship. And it is now time for us to build upon our precious friendship, making it an even more tight-knit one at all levels, especially amongst our people who are at the heart of the ASEAN community and ASEAN-ROK dialogue relations. Last but not least, On behalf of ASEAN, I wish to once again thank the Republic of Korea for the excellent hosting of this summit and the warm hospitality to all ASEAN member states. Also, I wish to thank all involved in making this summit such a great success, as per the objectives that were set. Thank you very much. 감사합니다.
네, 이상으로 2019 한 아세안 특별 정상회의 공동언론